donuts. I like Funyuns, make me go nuts. I like supersized meals. Where's my sauce, bitch? I'm a blow up. I like toast with avocados and just a pinch of salt. So what I like to eat is all my daddy's fucking fault. I like Netflix and my checks mix, wearing pink pajama pants. I like provolone and all.
What is up, all you beautiful people? What's up, you guys? You guys, I'm so excited. It's been a minute since your girl has done a seafood boil. And what better seafood boil than the crawfish guy? I've done it before. Yes, I have. But oh my goodness, it's fire. And this will not be the last time. I can assure you that. Yeah, so while it's hot, let's get right into it because your girl's hungry. But before that, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your girl. Ring the notification bell. All my new subbies, what's up, you guys? All my ride or dies, I see you. And yeah, let's dig in, you guys. So I have 1 pound of green lipped mussels. I have 1 pound of head-on shrimp, not a pound of sausage. I got 2 orders of sausage. They forgot my potatoes. I was so sad when I poured it out. I was like, wait, I'm missing something. Oh no, the potatoes, but it's all right. And then I have 2 corn and some white rice. Some white rice to sop all this deliciousness up with. Oh, wait. And then a little thing of seasoning and yeah, some limes. And then we got this big, beautiful baby right here, a Corona, because I love Corona with seafood. So I'm going to add my lime to this little seasoning right here and mix it on up. You know what? I'm going to need 2 for that. Oh, yeah. So what's going on, everybody? How's y'all doing? Let me throw that in there. Let it simmer for a second. Oh, sausage. Did I say I got a pound of snow crab? Well, if I didn't, I sure did. I haven't had green lip mussels in so long. Well, that was loud. So you guys, I have been chilling today. If any of you guys saw my live yesterday, that is too far from me, then you know why I'm chilling today. Your girl went hard yesterday. And when I say hard, I mean I got turned up. It was such a blast. We had friends over, and me and Mel got pretty sauced. I didn't get home till like super late. You guys, we left my parents' house like around 12. Is it focusing? I hope so. And we went straight to Jack in the Box after. Dude, my boyfriend and I totally fell asleep with the light on. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning and I was like, oh, what the hell? It was so funny. I was like, oh my goodness. But I was like, what is really going on? Oops. Already dropping stuff. Mmm. This is so good. It's gonna get messy, you guys. But I don't care. This is a messy meal. Ugh. I don't think I've ever done mussels on my channel. Mmm. I'm so missing those potatoes right now. It's okay though. Can't be perfect every time. Pretty damn close though. So, I want to tell you guys a little story time about something us small town folk like to do in summer. So, around these parts, we have something called the Kings River. And what we like to do over here in summer is go floating. So floating is when you take an inner tube, it is a round floating device that looks like a donut, and you float along the river. Very dangerous. A whole lot of fun. And let me tell you, people come from all around to float the Kings River. And I want to tell you guys about the first time I went floating and almost died. Yep, I said it. I almost freaking died. Because of course I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And second, when alcohol's involved, you kind of just gotta go out on a whim. Oh, my fingers are all greasy. And kind of just go with the flow and hope everything works out for the best. So, my friends call me up and they're like, hey, we're going floating. Do you want to go? Yeah. So some people call it rafting. It's not whitewater rafting. Tubing. So they said, okay, we're going to go pick you up and go fill up our tubes. And then go get dropped off. So you always had to have somebody drop you off at the location where we started from, because people would break into your cars if you left them at the starting point. So we went, we aired up our tubes, they dropped us off, and the wait to get on the river is sometimes super long because everybody's waiting to get on the river, you know? So, it being my first time, I'm telling my friends, like, can you guys tie me to your tubes? Because I don't really know what I'm doing. So one of my friends is like, yeah, you can tie on with mine. And then my other friend was like, I want to tie on with you guys too. And then we tied on. So it was me, one of my friends, and then my other friend. And then you usually take a tube to carry your beer in. So, oh, my face is just, So there was 4 rafts total tied together. Oh, splattered into my face. And when you get on the river, you automatically have to start paddling away from trees. Okay, so the river is lined with trees. And I mean, these trees have been here forever. So the roots under the trees have high, like, whitewater type, how do you say it? The water goes really fast, and it's really bad if you get stuck in the trees. Really bad. Like, that's the whole time you're floating, that is what you're trying to keep away from, is the trees. So that's the first thing they tell me. Stay away from the trees. If you're getting near the trees, paddle your life away. Literally. Like, you better get those arms working and you better paddle, you know? So we get on the river, and when you get on, so there's like this little place, and then you get on, and then you have to push yourself out. Then you have to paddle straight because it'll take you straight into the trees. So because we're all tied together, when we're paddling, it's putting us kind of like in a circle. And where do we go? Straight to the trees. All of a sudden, like, the trees hover above the river, and the roots under are what catch you. So we're getting stuck in the trees, and we're holding on to branches, and the water's coming by our legs like really fast. And all of a sudden I look down, and one of my friends is completely gone. I'm holding on for dear life. I see our rafts just like tumbling under us. And I start panicking, and I'm looking around and I'm looking around, and there's no sign of her. My other friend is on the other side of me holding on, and our beer, the raft that has the beer, is literally like stuck on the tree. But still, my friend is nowhere to be found. And you can't stop on the river. So everybody that was with us, they kept going. There's no way to turn around. Like, you have to go with the water. But I can hear my friends yelling, like, oh my gosh, are you guys, come on, like, try to get out of it, and, hold on for dear life. And then all of a sudden I see my friend pop up out of the water. She had got stuck on the roots under, and the water was coming over so fast that she couldn't get up. She literally had to pull herself up on like a vine, like they intertwine and stuff. So she had to pull herself up out of the water on one of those root vines, you know. Finally, she pops out, and the water is still going so rapid that we're like, how in the heck are we going to get out of this? So finally, we're like, we just have to swim with it. We're going to have to let go, and we're going to have to swim with it and just hope that nothing catches us under, because there's an undertow that can take you under also. So we do it. We freaking kick ourselves off from the trees and we go with the flow, and we swam. Well, finally there's this little rock area, and we swam to the rock area, and there was some other people, and some people have big huge rafts that can carry like 5 people. And then there's sheriffs on boats that carry extra rafts and stuff. So we ended up finding some people that gave us some rafts, and it was like lifesaver, like you have no idea. That was the most scariest thing to happen. And it's, you're so worried about it because everybody warns you. They're like, stay away from the trees, you know? And when that's where your raft is going, it's like, you can't avoid it. So finally we meet up with our friends, and they're like, this is why you don't connect each other's rafts and all this stuff. So that was the last time I did that. Thank goodness our friends had beer, and it turned out to be a really, really awesome time for my first time floating. Even though that happened, it didn't stop me from going floating again. But that was not the last time that somebody got stuck in trees. So I was a veteran by this time, and I had convinced my cousin to go floating with us. And same thing, we told her, once you get on, you have to paddle and you have to stay away from the trees. This is like the biggest part of the float. Like, once you get past this part, it's easy peasy, like nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? So we kept warning her, when we get on, stay away. Like, whatever you can, stay away from these, you know? And I had told her about my experience that, you know, we had before, and about, you know, going, oh, squirted me, going into the trees and stuff. So you know, we get all our rafts, headed back down there, another float, you know, and so it's time for us to get on, and we tell her, you go first, that way if anything happens, we'll be behind you, and then maybe, you know, if something happens, then we can help you. She's all happy. She has her little case of drinks. She's ready for this float, you know? And it happens again. We're telling her, we're yelling, we can see her literally going straight towards the trees. Oh my gosh, you guys. My heart about sank. I invited her here. She's going straight for the trees. What the heck is going to happen? And there she goes, straight towards the trees. You see her float, pop out of the water. She's nowhere to be seen. My heart is in a panic, and I'm like, oh my goodness. What the heck am I going to do? Where is she? All of a sudden, we see her head pop up and her arm. And we're like, push away, swim with the current, swim with the current. So there she goes. She pushes away, she swims with the current, and she gets out. And she starts swimming. And just like I told you guys, there's this little rock area where you can stop. It's like, it looks like a little like pebble type beach, you know? So finally we all make it to her. She makes it to the little area. She's like, I'm done. I'm not swimming anymore. I am not floating anymore. She was pissed. And when I say pissed, I mean, she was done. Like, once she got mad, there was no coming back from it. You know what I mean? And she was mad. And we're telling her, we told you, you know, you have to paddle and this and that. So anyway, she's like, I'm not going any further. And we're like, you can't just stop here. This is a 6-hour float. Yeah, 6 hour. There's no way. She's like, I don't have a raft. I don't have anything. There's no way. I'm not going anymore. So we're all looking like, what the hell are we going to do, you know? She's like, I'll find my way back to the car. I'll wait for the sheriff to come get me. Call a chopper. I don't care. She's in the middle of the river. There's water on each side of her, and it's like a pebble island, like, and she's not having it. She's like, no, I am not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. And us, like, dumbasses didn't take extra floats. So we're like, what the heck are we going to do, you know? So here I am. I tell her, take my raft, finish the float. I will swim the whole way. So she agrees. And she's like, all right. I felt bad. I'm the one that invited her. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just felt it in my gut. So, I'm like, let's do it. You guys, when I say that was the most treacherous thing I have ever done in my life. It was treacherous. It was the beginning of the float. And this had happened. I still had like 5.5 hours of swimming. I did not enjoy it, not one bit. But because I was a seasoned floater, and because I invited her, I didn't want to ruin everybody else's time by her being there, because nobody else was gonna, we weren't gonna leave her for the simple fact that that happened, you know? I mean, what kind of person would I be if I left my cousin who I invited to sit there and wait for the sheriffs to come get her? Like, no. So we're swimming and we're swimming and we're swimming. Well, I'm swimming, they're floating. And I get the worst leg cramps of my life. And when I say I literally could have drowned because I could not. My legs totally froze up in cramps. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I start fucking just paddling with my hands like a mad woman, trying to get to the surface by the trees, you know? Everybody couldn't stop. The river's going. I pulled off into trees. They had to keep going. There's nowhere for them to pull over. Like, if you've ever been floating, then you know what I'm talking about. There's me being like one person, and I didn't give a shit what I was getting into. I didn't know if there was poison oak. I didn't know if there was snakes. I didn't know anything. All I knew is I had to get off the river because I was either going to drown or I don't know. Something was going to happen. So I had to get off. So I'm sitting there and these cramps will not go away. Like, for the life of me, they would not stop. So I sat there for like an hour and I was just like on the verge of crying. I was so frustrated. I was just like, this is the worst floating trip ever. I'm never coming floating again. Like, this is such bullshit. Like, you guys, I was so upset. So finally the cramps go away and I'm like, all right, you know what? No boats had came by. No floaters had came by. It was already getting late. I'm freaking like, I gotta do it. Like, I just have to. Like, I'm not gonna get stuck out here. So I got back in the water and I swam. I think it was like another 3 hours until we were off. And I swam as fast as I could. Like, I just wanted off. By this time, it's getting dark. By the time I start getting to where we can actually get off, where there's actually like civilization. And finally, there's like this house. And I'm like, I'm going to get off here and I'm just going to walk because I knew by this point, I knew where I was. So it's dark. I get off the river onto somebody's property and the mosquitoes, you guys, I felt like I was getting acupuncture millions of times on my body. The mosquitoes were so bad that I'm literally walking and like slapping myself. I'm so sunburnt from being in the water for so long. So the mosquito bites and the sunburn, it was the worst thing ever. So finally, I get to this place, which is a locals bar on the river. And who do I see? All my friends. What are they doing? Drinking at the bar. Those bitches. They didn't even come look for me. My cousin right there. Oh, where have you been? Bitch, I've been swimming for the last 4 hours. So what I do? I joined them. Started drinking. Sunburnt. Legs hurting. Horrible. Mosquito bites everywhere. It was so bad. But if you've ever been on the Kings River, you know that there's nothing that they could have done. Like, there's nothing you can do. And, you know, and sadly, that's how people lose their lives because, you know, they get caught under these trees. They, you know, I mean, the undertow, it can take you under. It's a really, really sad, harsh reality. And it's very dangerous, but damn, is it fun. So much fun. There's nothing more relaxing than spending time on a river in nature. You on a little raft. You could hop on and off when you want. Drinking, swimming, just, I mean, we would take little boom boxes out there, and we had our smoke. We had, I mean, everything. And it was just an awesome time, but so dangerous at the same time. You know what I mean? Definitely a lot of good memories. And the few bad that I've spoken of. But yes, I mean, you guys, some really good times on the river, but I just want to tell you guys about the little incidents that weren't so lavish, so fun. Oh. But nevertheless, always a good time. I have not been floating in years. Now at this age, I probably wouldn't go floating. I can't get this open. I couldn't find my scissors. Oh well, we'll save it for later. Yeah, I wouldn't go floating. I'm too damn old now. But I'm so glad that I did when I did. All those summers we just lived on the river. And then after, your body temperature is so cold. Those summer bonfires. Oh. So awesome. That's why I love camping. Especially camping next to a river. We used to always go camping too. And, summertime's coming up, and I'm not a fan of summer. I hate the heat. Fat girls in heat? I ain't trying to melt away this cake face. Shit. Nope, not for me. But, get me next to a river. Sit me next to a pool. If I'm by water, I'm happy. You got a happy girl on your hands if I'm by the water, but don't be trying to get me to sit outside with no water near me. Heck no. Oh, heck no. I do not like summer. These mussels, I tell you, they're so good. So good. So yeah. Do you guys have any floating stories you can tell me? I would love to hear them. Do you guys float where you're at? Any of my my locals on here? Do you guys have any stories? You guys, when I tell you, this is so good. I don't care how messy I get. I have lipstick everywhere. I don't care. You don't like it? Don't watch it. Whew. I'm getting full. I love the river though, you guys. I really do. I've been waiting to share that story with you guys. This lipstick stains so bad. Woo-wee. Whew. So, on the mission, because it's a mission to get to the crawfish guy from where I'm at, I found some exciting stuff. I think you guys are gonna like. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Stinking good. But, you guys, I am done. My goodness. They never disappoint. I do not have time to sit here and unshell all those shrimps. So I'll eat them later. But yeah, I am done here. Look at this face. Don't you love it? I'm just kidding. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. Oh, this was delicious. I love you all. And I will see you in my next mukbang. Peace!